want to bring up the agenda, Justin?
Yeah, Shervanti's got it.
Oh,
Yes.
Shabbat.
I'm just a passenger.
Well, I haven't been here in a while, Justin. David's been doing all these meetings, so.
I know. I get think of it. All right, go ahead.
All right, so one of the first agenda, which is welcome introductions. Shabbat, do you want to do the roll, please?
I can do the roll.
Oh, you want to do the roll? All right.
Yeah.
Oh, you were a passenger, Justin. That's not,
I'm a backseat driver.
all right.
Massachusetts Secretary of Transportation, MassDOT CEO, Jamie Tesla.
Steve Wolf representing Secretary Tesla here.
Okay, MassDOT Highway Administrator, Jonathan Gulliver.
Frank Szynski, representing Highway Gulliver.
Okay, thanks, Frank. NMCOG Chair, Andrew Delorier.
Then we're going to discuss
Here.
more and more.
NMCOG MPO Representative, Pat Wojcik.
Here.
Okay. LRTA Board Chair, Tom Volmel is not here. We do not have an LRTA MPO representative at the moment. Kevin O'Connor has retired, so they're actually having a meeting tomorrow to talk about that. And finally, Lowell City Council Representative to NMCOG and the MPO, Dan Rourke. And he's not here. Okay, thank you.
All right. We're on to agenda item 2, which is approval of the May 25th, 2022 minutes. Can I get a motion second to approve?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All right, are there any changes or comments on the minutes? All right, seeing none. Justin, you want to do the roll?
Steve Opel,
Yes.
Frank Szynski,
Yes.
Andrew Delorier,
Yes.
Pat Wojcik.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, we'll move on to the next agenda item, which I believe is public comment, correct?
Status report on
Oh, status report,
TIP
all right.
projects. Yep.
All right, so as we go back to the agenda, Tim, do you want to do the update? I thought I saw Tim, he's on, right, Frank?
Yeah, he's here.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm here, just
All right.
having trouble finding the buttons.
All right, go ahead, Tim.
All right. We had, none on the first page. Burlington, Billerica resurfacing and related work on Route 3A, 610-704. We've got a revised add date for November, and the estimates have been updated. Lowell Tewksbury Route 38 intersection improvements, 608-774. That's got a new add date for December. Westford Bridge Rehabilitation, Beaver Brook Road over Beaver Brook, 608-830. That has new estimates. 608-346, Tewksbury intersection improvements at Main Street, Salem Road and South. The construction is 93% complete now. And that basically is all the new updates.
All right, any questions for Tim? All right. Thanks, Tim. Can we bring the agenda back up? All right, so we on agenda item 4, which is the open forum, and any members of the public like to address the MPO today. All right, seeing none, we're on to agenda item 5, which is the federal fiscal year 2022 to 2026 TIP updates. I assume this is still you, Justin?
Yes, still me. Okay, so this first item is an amendment that came across my desk very recently, and actually after I sent the original agenda out last week. So this is amendment number 3 to federal fiscal year 2022 to 2026 TIP. And it involves the programming of a new project. It's an award by the award to the LRTA 5310 award. It's total cost $190,000 for the purchase of 3 replacement vans, and that's matched by the State Mobility Assistance Program funds. And so this is a new project. It needs to be endorsed by the MPO to ensure that we fund this project. So as you see on your screen, this table shows the proposed amendment: 110,000 in federal 5310 funds and 79 in non-federal funds. So with that, we're here today just to consider releasing this for a 21-day public comment period. And with that, I can take any questions on this, or we can move to vote.
All right, can we get a motion and a second to send this out for public release, and I'll have entertain any
This is
questions.
just a process question.
So moved.
And is there a second?
second,
All right, any questions for Justin? Or anyone at OTP? All right, seeing none. Justin, you want to read the roll, please?
Sure. Where's my roll? Steve Wolfle,
Yes.
Frank Szynski,
Yes.
Andrew Delaria,
Yes.
Pat Williams.
yes,
Okay, thank you.
Now, Justin, don't we have another tip item under this?
We do. We
Okay,
do. So that was the amendment. Now we're moving on to adjustment number 1. So on your screen's a summary of adjustments that are being made to the tip, and adjustments different from an amendment. And these changes are typically smaller in nature and really don't have as much of an effect on overall programming. So we make this an adjustment rather than an amendment. And so this adjustment involves several changes to LRTA projects, and I'll go through each one of them here with you just to make sure everyone's aware of what's excuse me, what's being done. First project is the LRTA is purchasing automated passenger counters. Total cost $235,000, and they're just not doing it in 2022 now. So this project's being moved from 2022 to 2023. So we're making an adjustment to do that. The funding level doesn't change. Second project is the same as the first, except it's the purchase of several cutaway vans for the LRTA. And that project as well, funding doesn't change. It's $720,000 total, and it's moving from 2022 to 2023 in the tip. The next set of projects are mainly moving around of state funding of RTA cap funds. So basically, it's just moving around money. There's no increases or decreases to the total amount of funding, but I'll just go through them real quick. The third project in the table is the purchase of 5 bus lifts. And if you remember, back in February, we amended the tip to remove the federal piece associated with this project, and at that time we increased the cost estimate to $350,000 from $300,000. Well, now a few months later, the new cost estimate $298,000, and we need to adjust it just to show that new cost estimate for the project. The next project involves decreasing state funding for fare collection updates, basically going from cutting in half from 266 to 141,000. The next project involves decreasing state costs for engineering design of the ADA access project at the Gallagher Terminal. And if you recall, we, as part of development of the 23 to 27 tip, we flexed approximately $3.9 million in 2023 for this project. So we're adjusting the amount in 2022 from $200,000 to $53,000 here. The next project decreases costs for a stairway reinforcing project. And the final project in this adjustment, so with all the decreases in the other projects, the last project on the list, it's basically the recipient of those funds with an increase of about $340,000 for facilities maintenance and purchasing of spare parts for equipment for the LRTA. So no increase or decrease in total cost, just moving around of statewide funds. So that's the adjustment being made. The current this doesn't need a vote of the NPO for us to make these changes. It's purely informational. And with that LRTA, if you have anything you'd like to say about this, or we can take any questions you may have on this.
All right, so you, just to confirm, Justin, we don't need to take any vote. It's just.
Not for an
Okay.
adjustment, no.
All right, so anyone have any questions? All right, thanks, Justin. I think we're done with that.
Yep.
We'll move on to the next agenda item, which is agenda item 6, federal fiscal year 2023 Unified Planning Work Program Development. This is looking at it having come back from public review. So I assume this is you, Justin?
Yes. Quick meeting today. So if you go to that first page there, Shivanti, thank you. So at our last meeting, members voted to release the draft federal fiscal year 2023 Unified Planning Work Program for a 21-day comment period. That ended yesterday. So during the period, we received 2 sets of comments, one from Federal Highway, and one from Mass DOT. And I'm sharing that summary on your screen right there. The first one being from Federal Highway. The first set of comments came on June 14th from Andy Rioven, sorry. And the first comment you see on here was to update a sentence on page 11 in the section describing the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act or the Bipartisan Infrastructure Law. And that's basically just changing one word requirements to regulations. And we made that change, updated the tip to reflect that comment. The second comment was from the same section. It was just a general commendation from Federal Highway on our inclusion of a narrative on the BIL within the UPWP, and we noted that comment. And the last comment from Federal Highway, it referred to some cleaning up of the document that we needed to make. Some internal staff comments were left in a section of the document, and we went through and removed all of that from the draft document. So we've addressed that comment as well. And the second set of comments came in from MassDOT. And as you see here, as part of their review, MassDOT has this checklist that they use when they present comments. And I provided a copy of that checklist sent to us. And it was sent June 15th from Derek Schuster. And if you look through the checklist, you can see there are really no issues identified in the draft document. So it made it really easy for me. So we've just included the checklist as a reference in the final UPWP document. So with these comments from Federal Highway MassDOT being addressed, I can take any questions, or we can have a vote to consider endorsements of the federal fiscal year 2023 Northern Middlesex Unified Planning Work Program.
All right, can I get a motion and second to endorse the federal fiscal year 2023 UPWP, and then I'll open it to
This
questions.
goes on for 27 pages.
So moved.
Second.
All right, any questions for Justin? Seeing none, Justin, you want to read the roll?
Sure. Steve Wolf,
Yes.
Frank Kaczynski,
yes,
Andrew Delarier,
Yeah, sorry.
okay. Pat Wojcik,
yes,
okay, thank you.
All right. We're
Quick.
on to the next agenda item, which is other business. Justin, is there any other business or anyone have any other business for the MPO today?
I do not have any. Our next MPO meeting is scheduled for July 27th.
Okay. All right, with that, can I get a motion and second to adjourn?
so moved.
Second.
All in favor of adjourning, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? All right, everyone, thank you. Good job, Justin, with the PWP, and we'll see you in July. Everyone enjoy your 4th. Enjoy the start of summer, and we'll see you in July. Thank you, everybody.
Thank
you.
you all.
thank you.
Good job. Hit the stop record, please.